That's God's spirit now. He said, I done gave it to you in the beginning, and you didn't look at it. You didn't value what you had. So I'm going to make you desperately want this. You're going to appreciate it when you get it. When you get this planet Earth back, when you get to play with the nations again, you're going to appreciate it when you get it. Do everybody understand what I'm saying? Read on.
Then were the entrances of this world made narrow.
Then were the entrances of this world made narrow once Adam had sinned. Read on.
Full of sorrow.
And I put some sorrows on this planet Earth. I put some things to make you feel it on this planet Earth. Read on.
And travail.
Yeah, I want you to feel it. Read on.
They are but few.
Read on.
And evil.
And what?
Evil.
Read on.
Full of perils.
Read on.
And very painful.
And very painful. You got people that lose their mind trying to figure out, why is God doing this? How can God allow this? Such a loving God. So much pain in this world. So much sorrow. How can he allow this to happen? We the only ones with the answers, man.
Yes.
Do y'all realize that? Do y'all realize that? I'm going to show you some scriptures to show you how blessed you are. Do you realize that? Stuff that make people lose their mind. I mean, you got people that come home and see family members chopped up. They try to hold their head. How can God allow this to happen? Full of sorrows. Read on.
And very painful.
And what?
Very painful.
Read on.
For the entrances of the elder world.
In the beginning, the way to coming into the elder world, when we were born into that world, in the beginning, read on.
Well, why?
It was why. We was born into paradise, brother. We was born and took a silver spoon out of our mouth, brother. Y'all understand what I'm saying? We picked up rubies and diamonds and played baseball with it. That's how we was born in the elder world. With no sorrow, no pain, nothing to worry about. Read on.
We're wide and sure.
We're wide and sure. Read on.
And brought immortal fruit.
And brought immortal fruit. When we was born into that world, we were looking forward to never dying. That's what you had to look forward to. Now when you're born, you know, the day of death gonna come. Is that something to look forward to? No, it's not. Everybody understand that? But that elder world, they were looking forward to immortal life. The Lord had told them, you shall not die. As long as you don't eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, ye shall not die. So now that he made us walk this obstacle course, now we're looking for them things that was in that elder world. Now we're looking forward to that immortal life. Everybody understand what I'm saying? Now we're looking forward to that sure kingdom again. Do everybody understand what I'm saying? Now we're looking forward to the time of no more pain, no more tears, and no more sorrow. Do everybody understand what I'm saying? But we have to go through what we're going through in order to possess that world. Read on.
If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things.
Read it one more time and tell them what verse you in.
Verse 14.
Read.
If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things.
Read on.
They can never receive those that are laid up for them.
Everybody got that? Everybody got that? Do everybody got that? Okay, now let's go from there to the book of Jeremiah chapter 31. The book of Jeremiah chapter 31. Jesus Christ, the same yesterday, today, and forever. Jeremiah chapter 31, and we're going to start at verse 35. Read.
Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day.
Going back to his ordinances of his creation. Thus saith the Lord God, which gave the sun for a light by day. Read on.
And the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night.
And the ordinances, the laws, the order of the moon and of the stars that shine light upon the earth at night. Read on.
Which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar.
Read on.
The Lord of hosts is his name.
Read.
If those ordinances depart from before me.
So when you don't see the sun anymore and you don't see the moon anymore, it's letting you on. This scripture here is letting you know why there is a sun and why there is a moon. It ain't so the flowers can grow. Do everybody understand that? It's giving you a real reason why God created these things. He's telling you, if those ordinances depart from me, if you no longer see a sun, if you no longer see the moon, if you no longer see the stars, read on.
Saith the Lord.
Read on.
Then the seed of Israel also.
Then you shall also know. Read on.
Shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
So the Lord is basically telling you right there that every time you see the sun and see the moon, know that it's there because my people of Israel is still there, because that's the reason why it's there. Do everybody understand that? If you think my people of Israel is no longer here, then you can bet your last dollar that the sun would no longer be there, neither would the moon, neither would the stars. Do everybody understand that? Read on.
Thus saith the Lord,
Read on.
if heaven above can be measured,
If you can go measure out the heavens above. Read on.
and the foundations of the earth search out beneath,
Read on.
I will also cast off all the seed of Israel.
He will do what?
Cast off all the seed of Israel.
Read on.
For all that they have done,
Read on.
saith the Lord.
Because you got people out there saying because of what we did, the Lord done away with us. But they don't understand that's the only reason why they still here. So if he did away with us, it's guaranteed he's going to do away with them. Can they live without the sun? Can they live without the moon? Can they live without the stars? So he came back and gave them an impossibility. He said, once you can measure once you can measure the heavens that are stretched out, then you can tell. Then if you can do that, then I'll cast off my people. Now you can tell me which person on the planet Earth can go to the beginning of heaven and get to the end to tell you how long it is. I'm waiting, brother. Who's going to boldly go where no man has gone before and come back and give you the measurements of how long it is? It's not going to happen. So the Lord is basically telling them, I'm not going to do away with my people Israel. But if I was going to do away with them, let me tell you what would happen. Let's go from there to the book of Malachi. The book of Malachi, chapter 4. The book of Malachi, chapter 4. And we're going to read the 5th verse and the 6th verse. Malachi chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. Read.
Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet.
The time came when the Israelites had to return back to God after the prophecies were being fulfilled, that there would be a famine of hearing the word of the Lord. The Lord caused that word to be brought back in the earth through one man, and is being prophesied about in the book of Malachi, the 4th chapter and the 5th verse. Read that one more time.
Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet.
We will send Elijah the prophet. This would be the guy that will come back into the earth, reestablishing the truth that has not been on the earth in a long time. Read on.
Before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord.
Before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord, which means his second coming. Everybody got that? Read on.
And he shall turn the heart of the fathers.
And he shall do what?
Turn the heart of the fathers.
He shall take the mind of the fathers. Read on.
To the children.
And put it back on the children's mind. So he would cause the children of Israel to get back into the sayings that the fathers were saying, which was written in the Bible. Everybody understand that? Read on.
And the heart of the children.
And he will take the children's mind. Read on.
To their fathers.
So once he came, then you will start to notice Israelites looking a whole lot more at the Bible. Everybody understand that? Do you realize that we the only church that really read the Bible the way we read the Bible? Everybody else ain't really reading the Bible, man. They fronting, man. People be on the train or they be reading their pamphlets. They don't read the Bible. Everybody understand? We the only ones that be in the Bible and can stay in the Bible all day. They be having all kind of commentary books. They look at that long. Genesis. Yeah. They're not reading the Bible, man. Everybody understand what I'm saying? They all fronting. Everybody fronting on the planet Earth. And then when you come up to them and say, understand this thou without readest, they get upset and mad. You understand? Because you questioning their spirituality now, their faith now. You understand that? If they really wanted to know what was up, they would tell you, no, I don't understand what I'm reading. But they're going to open up their pamphlet and try to make you think that they understand what they're reading. Everybody understand that? The scriptures clearly tell you that Elijah the prophet would turn the children of Israel's mind back onto what the fathers were saying. And their mind would always be on what the fathers were saying. That's describing this church. Read on.
Lest I come.
Now, if he didn't do that, if Elijah the prophet, if the Lord decided not to send Elijah the prophet, and the truth was not going to come back on the planet Earth, and Israel was going to remain in darkness, that means we had to be done away with. So God said if that was going to happen, then he was going to come. Read on.
And smite the earth.
And smite the whole planet Earth. That means everybody was going to pay. Read on.
With a curse.
With a curse. We know the first part of it is you're going to take the sun and the moon. You're going to start to see people gasping for air like hell. Everybody understand that? Everything was going to be done away with if the children of Israel did not come back. These people got the nerve to hate us And they don't even realize we the reason why they still breathing. Do everybody understand what I'm saying? We the only reason why they still alive. Why y'all mad at me? Let's go from there. Let's continue to further prove that and get more evidence that the Lord our God have created everything for us and we the only reason that everything is here.